Good evening. Welcome to Dead Just Desserts. And thank you for showing up this evening. This is our time to go over some of the things that we went over last week, but sometimes we need to, go over things again because you never know. Historians may say one thing one time and then reverse themselves and say something the next time. And this week, it's no different. And what a week it's been. Historians say that political behavior runs in cycles. Turns out these cycles are getting shorter, like laundry on the express setting. Take the sudden overseas of diplomacy. Historians would say it resembles the old imperial habit. When an ally starts drifting, someone rushes across the sea to remind them of the special relationship. Well, the Romans did it, the British did it, and apparently the tradition lives on. And then there's the heating bill story out of Virginia. Nearly $1,000 for one supporter. That's not a bill. That's a medieval tithe. Back then, the peasants paid the Lord. Today, the peasants pay the utility company. Same emotional pattern, just better stationery. Meanwhile, archival files are back in the spotlights. Historians would call this a classic court intrigue phrase, where every document is either a revelation or a conspiracy, depending on who's reading it. The French courts, they perfected this. We're just remixing it. And in Florida, a political seat flipped right back into the Democrats' hands near a famous golf retreat. Wonder which one. Historians would say this is the old fortress breach moment, when a rival slips into the stronghold and plants a flag. It's not new. It's just happening in a warmer climate. Ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, that's the cycle. Old behaviors and new soaps. So tonight on Dead Just Desserts, we're serving the patterns history keeps trying to warn us about. And what are they? First one is the White House app. What's free from your government and keeps you in touch? 1 Missouri, 2 Missouri, 3 Missouri. The White House app. Turn on and turn in. And so does our government. Tonight on Dead Just Desserts, we're serving a slice of digital paranormal with a drizzle of, wait, they can do that now? Tonight's case begins with a simple question. What does a helpful app become a household spy? According to Raw Story, experts are sounding the alarm that the White House app, yes, the one marketed as your friendly, handy-dandy neighborhood civic companion, may be collecting a little more than your patriotic enthusiasm. Think of it like this. You download to get its updates, and it downloads you to get everything else. It's the digital equivalent of inviting a polite stranger into your home only to realize he's quietly inventorying your furniture and asking your toaster suspicious questions. Congratulations, citizens, you've unlocked a new achievement. Level 1, voluntary surveillance. Level 2, you start apologizing to your cell phone for no reason. Experts are raising concerns about location tracking, behavioral data, metadata collection, and the ever popular, we're not spying, we're just improving your user clause. Ah, yes, the classic line. That's the same excuse my cat uses when she stares at me from across the room without blinking. Improving user experience. Sure, Mittens, sure. Imagine opening the app and seeing, we value your privacy. That's why we keep it. But here's where the true crime flavor kicks in. Every crime has means, a government issue act, motive, data, opportunity, you tapping, allow notifications, like it's a bloody reflex, and the dessert, justice, or at least awareness, because the experts aren't saying panic, they're saying pay attention. And in 2026, paying attention is the new self-defense. If the app ever asks for permission to access your camera for democracy, just throw the whole phone in the dishwasher and walk away. I mean, who needs that? Well, folks, that's our time. If this week felt familiar, it's because history has a habit of repeating itself, especially when no one's listening. Diplomatic dashes across oceans, burdens placed on households, disputes over archives, and surprise shifts in political territory. Historians have seen all of this before. It's because history has a habit of repeating itself, especially when no one's paying attention or listening. And here in the unimaginable, we don't pretend this cycle is new. We just point out where the wheel is turning and who's getting run over. I'm Elizabeth Caldwell. Keep your history books open and your eyes sharper than ever. And remember, if something is not free, you're not the customer, you're the product. And if your government wants to keep you informed, make sure it's not keeping you under surveillance at the same time. This has been Dead Just Desserts, where the truth is always served cold and justice always gets the last bite. Tune in tomorrow. We'll have another case, another twist, and another dessert worth sinking your teeth into.